Hello? Hey everybody. Sorry, I'm running a little bit behind. I wanted to grab some water and use the bathroom, but happy Sunday to you. Hey Koji, hey Biscotti. Just a couple I have like one got a couple of things to show today, but yeah, welcome to the Sunday stream. I'm gonna try to get back on schedule. I'm feeling renewed. Got fresh vigor for streaming. And I'm here, and it's a Sunday, and it's freezing out, so we're also going to be going into a cold snap here soon, so I'm assuming I'm just going to end up streaming a whole bunch. What the hell? Why is this? Did I just play the same one again? Anyway, but yeah. So, we're back. We're fully loaded. We're recapping 2023. It's probably going to be a short recap. Just because I didn't finish that many games, but we'll definitely go over some moments, some fun times. It was 2023 was a year of strife, was a year of transition. It was a year of healing. Yeah, I'm still not at the point in my live streaming where I can comfortably watch clips of myself, despite all the editing I do. I don't think I can quite find the funny clips myself. That feels too much for me. So we might watch some clips that other people took. We'll probably do that. But yeah, other than that, we're fully in 2024 now, and I've spent the last couple days setting up some stuff. I actually just hammered out some stuff in the last like 10 minutes that I just got an inspiration to do thanks to Shindigs. So we'll go over to the just chatting. We have a talkie sprite now. That's the important part. I definitely stole Shindig's one and overlaid some textures over it until I made a better one. But I was like, oh my god, how do I not have one of these yet? I'm gonna shout them out, of course. I think it's Shindags, isn't it? I hope I don't get this wrong. But I used their tutorial to put together a little talkie voice thing for the cheese talkie. And I was like, wow, I should put that on, but I don't have enough time to do like one from scratch myself. So, you know, we got a combination here. But go support them. They've been doing Shindigs has been doing some crazy. It is Shindigs on here. Okay, I always get their Twitter name mixed up. They've been putting out crazy tutorials. It's been very inspiring seeing other people, the streamers that they're recommending and all that. So it's giving me renewed vigor to put some stuff together. I already cleaned up a bunch of things here. Since it's a new year, it's a year of renewal. I never celebrate holidays. Well, I do celebrate holidays, but what I mean is I'm not really a new year. Yeah, finally Amos getting the credit they deserve. Oh god, why is this on here? No. I can't, what? I thought, no. This is supposed to be my relaxing music, and then we got just like full sound effects. Full sneaker sound effects. Oh lord. I don't want to delete the selected playlist. Oh, it deleted the whole playlist. I specifically said not to do that. Oh well, we'll just switch over. But yeah, it's been inspiring. It's been showing. It's given me ideas for things that to work around, or to get to work with some, basically to streamline some stuff here with regards to my own setup. So it's been fun to clear that out the last couple days. I've been hard in the computer mines, organizing the entire full set finally of games that I downloaded the other day. So now I can effortlessly switch games. This was like the big thing I realized. I watched I can't remember his name. I watched a YouTube video briefly about like someone showing off their like getting loud and annoyed about like modern graphical user interfaces, and they talked about Launchbox, which is just like a front end for everything, and I was like, oh yeah, what am I doing? This is, I like half the time I don't want to play emulated games on here because it's just so much a pain in the ass to like switch between single games and to like hunt down single games to play out of the full set I have. And so this has been a problem I've ran into since I got all these ROMs. This is such a first world problem, for the record. I'll fully admit that this is fucked up, but it's one of those things. It's why I've been leaning a lot towards the real hardware stuff I have, but also because I just want to use it. So it's kind of a, you know, it's kind of a two-pronged attack there. Kind of a double-edged sword in a positive way. um, but now that I have this, like, Launchbox has been amazing. Just setting it up has been crazy. I think I'm up to like there's like 11,000 ROMs in there at this point, and they're all most of them are sorted with box art and in the categories. So if I just want to play like a PlayStation management game, I can just look at the 30 or 40 PlayStation management games or whatever that are in it, and it'll launch it automatically. It's very wild. I mean, I feel like I'm joining like 2015 here, like discovering these like front ends and all that and organizational tools. But I realize I haven't been wanting to be on my computer or work on stuff just because it's been like modern computer really does seem like it gets in your way. It tries to make it as difficult as possible to do the things you need to do. So I'm using the season as a reason to clean up my computer. So, and with that comes renewal. You know, we look back at the past, so we can clean up the future, or some shit. I don't know. So we'll be going over the games I beat this year. I think I beat around 18 or 19, and we might look briefly at some some footage here or there from my YouTube channel, because why not? Where all my VODs are uploaded. But like going into the future, we will be we'll be looking at something new here. I want to be refreshing everything. I say this every year. I think I do refresh it every year, but now I have a workflow. That's a lie. I don't have a workflow, but for now, I think reflecting on the games I beat this year will make me feel a little bit better about the lack of them. There's only like 17 or 18. But because I was able to organize these games as well, we're able to go back to the stream game that I had to give up during Cooking Week, which was Ori no Ryouri. So be playing that after the rating and all that. Of course, let me switch over here. Let me see if Vivaldi wants to play. It doesn't. Aha, perfect. So as usual, we do use the traditional rating system here. I do use the Cold Stone Creamery rating system. That is, there's like it size, there's love it size, there's gotta have it, of course, and then we have dislike it and fucking hate it. So if you've ever ordered from Cold Stone Creamery, you should maybe, this is a tradition. Yeah, I do this is a stream I do every year. This is the third year I've done it. I've streamed, it's crazy to say that I've done this 3 times at this point. This will be the 3rd time like that I've streamed that long, but I mean, it's fun. You know, it's fun. Lord. Oh no, I just realized my Go Live notification never updated. I am so upset. I am so upset at Twitch. I hope no one came in here expecting UFOs. Anyway, we'll rank these. Maybe we'll watch a video or two real quick. We have my whole channel here. It's absurd. I didn't put Mario 64 on here because I beat it about like 7 or 8 times, I think, and I've beaten it before. So 2023 was a challenging year, but you know, we're made it through it. I'm here. I'm stronger for it. I definitely did in 2022, the beginning of 2022. I did sort through all my VODs. That was kind of the biggest milestone. Was I uploaded and thumbnailed every VOD I had archived pretty much, except for there's a couple of exceptions. There's a couple of I need to close this. You don't need to see my subscriptions. You need to see my YouTube account. But yeah, I thumbnailed and archived like 200 or something crazy, just an absolutely nutso amount of VODs. That was a lot of fun learning quick editing, and it actually taught me how to manage how to listen to myself. This is like a big part, I would say. So you know, it was how to listen to the sound of my own voice is basically, I guess, part of it. So let's dive into the tier list, though. I think let's dive in. So, if we go in chronological order of games beaten, I believe Pizza Tower was the first one I beat, according to the stream document that's reloading for no reason. I believe Pizza Tower I beat was the first game I beat after taking a January off again. Like, yeah, it was Pizza Tower, because I remember following it up with WarioWare, and big Pizza Tower head. I gotta say, I think that was pretty evident. I played it. I think I beat it twice. Didn't I beat it twice? I feel like I beat it twice on here. Oh no, I beat it on my own and then I immediately streamed it like 2 days later and I was like, oh, I gotta beat this again. Basically some of the best platforming mechanics put into an indie platformer. Nothing super annoying, which is like so rare from like indie platformers. I don't know if there's a really can knock like any of the design of Pizza Tower. It kind of effortlessly combines movements from Mario and Wario and all that. So I feel like I can't do these like Electric Playground reviews. This sucks. But it's gotta go and gotta have it tier. I've been thinking about streaming Pizza Tower again because it's only like 3 or 4 hours long. But regardless, beautiful game. Best indie game to come out since Undertale. That's a lie. There's plenty of great indie games since Undertale, but they're basically the same game if you think about it. I'm just saying I like games. Yeah, if that's true. If it was Electric Playground, I'd be like, you know, what can you say about Peppino that hasn't already been said? You know, he's a hero. He jumps around. He dashes. Anyway, following this, we did have the next game I beat. What's the fun factor? Oh, got it. Well, I mean, we only go off of the sizes, so it's still gotta have it. The next game I did beat was, of course, Wario Land 2, and no, not dislike it. And I think I did enjoy Wario Land 2. It was very fun to play that after Pizza Tower and be like, oh, this is where the movement came from. This is where this came from. Wow, this really is just like Wario Land, because I was very disappointed in Wario Land 1, I think, when I beat that in 2022. And it was kind of a letdown, but it was also like super early, so I get it. But the movement in that game was super like slow and it just felt awkward, and I don't know. Wario Land 2 has a much better sort of like flow to it. It was very much playable in Japanese, which is where I played it. I don't know if I'd play it again though. That's where I would say gotta have it is like would I bust down and play through this whole game again or recommend it immediately to someone else to play? And I don't know. It'd have to be the right person for Wario Land 2, I think. You'd have to be into it, I think. And I want to say the next game I beat was like Ratatouille. No, it was Reservoir. Wow, I got them mixed up. I know I went on early spring. I went on kind of a rat tear and beat a whole bunch of rat games. It was a lot of rat block happening there this year, and I think that reflects in the rankings. So Reservoir Rat was was the Game Boy platformer. Yeah, the rat block had a big comeback. Probably one of the most eponymous rat games ever is Reservoir Rat. I would say very good. At least for a Euro, not very good, but playable for a Euro platformer. If this game was for the Amiga, I would not be surprised at all. which makes sense because I believe it was Tarantula Design, the UK designers underneath Rockstar, developed that. So Tarantula Games has made many visits on this channel. Played a lot of Tarantula games. Publisher house via Game Boy. They did Little Nicky. They did Austin Powers, Oh Behave, and they did Reservoir Rat. And it is a great rat game. I would recommend it to any other person playing through rat games. Again, specific people here, but it wasn't too unfair, which was huge. It definitely felt beatable, which it was because I beat it. We'll put it in Love It tier. And then Cheesy was next, right? Yeah, we can just put Cheesy down here. We fucking hate Cheesy. Cheesy can go to hell. Someone needs to do a fan patch for Cheesy that fixes it. By like deleting the code. I would say remove Cheesy. Is what I would say. I would say get rid of Cheesy. I would get rid of Cheesy if I could. If I could remove this, it would be fun to learn like the code, hacking sort of stuff people do where they optimize PlayStation games and 64 games to run better, it would be great to make cheesy playable. But I don't even know if that would fix it, considering how bad the final boss for that was. I think that is one of, I want to say it's one of my more popular videos that has like 5 more views. It's 20 views. It's the first part of cheesy, and by the end of cheesy, you just don't care anymore. You just don't. You just don't care. Cheesy's just it's that final boss was genuinely like one of the most like hostile things I'd ever fought, I think, in a game. Just actively flashing and oh, what a miserable game. And so we got Donkey Kong 94 was the next follow-up. I want to say at this point was when I was doing a lot of other things. This was when I oh no, that's actually mine from last year. This is right around when yeah, this is leading up into my events. Yeah, that's right. Donkey Kong 94. I think I played this as a palate cleanser after Reservoir Rat, also because I was homesick one day. And this is probably my like 1 or 2 top favorite platformers of all time. Especially it was a year for platformers, especially the beginning of the year. Like there's some very clear themes here in the selection of this game. You can like follow. I think it's pretty interesting. You can chart what I was beating. Like I went on this Game Boy platformer tear, but Donkey Kong 64 is probably my favorite Mario platformer. It's tough. It's like between that and Mario 64. But Donkey Kong 94 is kind of the perfect encapsulation of like what you should be doing with a modern Donkey Kong game. The movement that is modern to 1994. Just solidifying the kind of jerky movement original Donkey Kong and adding fun new gamer elements for the game for all of our gamers, for all of us gamers. Yeah, definitely would play that again in a heartbeat. I used to beat it like once a year just because it was there. But after this, we did have the I believe I did do my funding stream for this. Yeah, and I did the chart. Oh no, I did the ratatouille, the cooking from the previous subathon. I cooked the ratatouille. That's right. You can watch that right here. This is my live cooking stream. You can look at my gross hands if you like. Let's turn the quality up to just really tank my computer. I don't know if it'll like this. You can watch me make a delicious ratatouille. I still can't believe the quality of like the camera quality on this. I thought it looked so bad on the preview. Like I was so nervous about how bad like my cooking streams would turn out looks-wise, but it's just reminds me I need to like here's me using a mandolin slicer very dangerously. This is a good clip. You can see how gross my stove is here. This is a little like spot here that might be on my monitor. And you can see how nasty the burners are. I replaced these a little bit ago, but you can watch me very dangerously use a mandolin on camera and almost cut my finger off. You just don't do this. I finally found the guide for that too, so I won't run into that anymore. But yeah, if you can watch them all on my channel. But aside from that, I did beat Ratatouille on the Xbox. I think this was one of the first things I emulated via the onboard hard drive for the original Xbox, and I will say there's a lot to love in Ratatouille. This era of Ratatouille games specifically. This sort of like the fluid motions that Remy has in this game. Like it's a very beautiful little tie-in. It's unfortunately kind of boring for the most part, but I think just for how short it is and how good it looks and how it kind of just, I mean, you can really tell. I think DreamWorks Interactive worked a lot on this, and THQ published it. So
this
really
is
just
what I have in
models.
mind. The problem is the size of the rat. They
Hey,
are big
Smog.
and strong. What if I made them smaller, like a quarter of their size?
Thank you for the 14 months. What if you made them smaller, like a quarter of their size? It's going good. Yeah, thanks. These are Shindig's made them. Well, Shindig's made the tutorial for them, and I used them real quick because I wanted to slap on a talking line. You know, new year, new model on me. But yeah, Ratatouille is, yeah, they put a lot of work into the animations. The cooking mini games were okay, I would say. The actual gameplay collectathon is pretty similar to all other licensed like collector platforms like the Rugrats games and Stuart Little 2. One of the original Rat Block games, Stuart Little 2. But again, you can watch me cook ratatouille live here as well. Look, there's your name right there, Nesmok. This was a good this was a fun stream. I can't remember what I did while it baked. What did I do while it baked? I made tuna salad, didn't I? Yeah, look at that. I made the tomato sauce here. And the little baking. It's baking. It's baking. Ooh. It's going in the oven here. How'd it look here? Yeah. It looks really wet and watery. It was still good though. Did enjoy it. It's not as watery actually. It's a little less watery. I'll give myself some credit. So 2013 or 2013, Lord help me, 2023 was also a year of a lot of unfinished games. So I should have made like a little like tribute reel, all the games unfinished in 2023. Because for every game that ended, for every game that had an ending, there were 5 more that didn't end. So a moment of silence, of course, for I think Planet Laika is actually from last year. It doesn't count. We did finish one. I did finish one campaign at the Galactic Battlegrounds. So that don't count. But yeah, a moment of silence for Planet Laika. Moment of silence for, of course, Furo and Claude. I'm just like scrolling up, like which one? Which one? We don't have a moment of silence for Dark Angel Vampire Apocalypse. And Mark Echo's getting up. Too derivative, too boring to finish. Shining in the Darkness. My map fell apart. I'm sad. I was mapping so horribly, apparently. I tried to paper map it, couldn't paper map it. So I think if we do a dungeon crawler, we might just have to do a digital one again. But for all the games we didn't finish, Jammer Lammy I didn't put on the list either because I just wanted to play that one day. I beat it the year earlier, you know. But of course we did finish. Of course you know, this is a celebration of completion of the year. I believe after Ratatouille was in fact Silent Hill 2. Yeah. Oh yeah, Ratatouille was before Donkey Kong. They were like around the same time. But Silent Hill 2 is, I still can't believe I had never played this before after playing it. It's very funny. I've owned all 4 Silent Hills like forever. I picked them up at GameStop back in like the early 2000s or like the late 2000s when they were getting rid of all their like retro stuff, the non-current console stuff. And I think I got it was like Silent Hill 2, 3, 4, and Nocturne for like $40 or something like that because it was buy 2 get 2 free. So I've just kind of had a whole Silent Hill set for like 15 plus years, and I've just been played through one like every couple years. And yeah, I played Silent Hill 1 on stream, or not on stream, by myself like 4 or 5 years back, and finally getting to dig into 2 was a delight. I think I also played Silent Hill for the Xbox. You can check that out. Hey Nana, you can check out the GTA Silent Hill 2 mod. But yeah, very funny in retrospect to see how much people adore James Sutherland. As I'd want to be James Sutherland, he just sucks shit like across the board. It's so funny. Especially getting the ending I got, where it's just like, I am totally fine. I forgive you for killing me, or whatever. It's just like, bro. I think it was around this time is when I did in fact do the sponsored Mario 64 Mecha Arena stream. That was quite a stream, let me tell you. I was working my way through Shining Force 2. Shining Force 2 took me a good 30 or 40 hours to get through. That was totally absurd. It's forgiven. I want to say it took even more than that, but yeah, a moment of silence for Theme Hospital. That was the one I was thinking of. Gregory Horror Show Soul Collector was it was truly a treat as an natural tone. Yes, we do so love being sponsored and being paid money to play a robot game. Thank you again, everybody who came out and played those, by the way. I truly appreciate you all putting up with that. Mech Arena was at least the best game I've played, at least. But that's pretty low for sponsorships, but that's an extremely low bar, so don't. Yeah, that was actually, I should go back to Silent Hill 2. I'm sorry. Yeah, Silent Hill 2 was my first playthrough. I pretty much knew what would happen because it's kind of been spoiled for like 15 years, or 20 years. But That was my first time through it. Enjoyed it. I can see why people love it. It's just a very tightly designed game. I was surprised about Silent Hill 1 as well. Like when I played it, I was like, wow, I can actually like beat this without a guide, which was crazy to me because I really don't expect that all the time out of PlayStation games. But those are usually the best put together PlayStation games. Are the the ones that are the ones that actually like have a thoroughfare to beat them. The games that actually inform you of what you need to do. Oh man, it's gonna. I'll finish Silent Hill 3 and 4 by the time that comes out. But yeah, I would, of course, I'd give Silent Hill 2 out to everybody. Yeah, you expect them to be obtuse, but it was just like straightforward. That's why I'm like so reticent on those because I'll be honest, I did not enjoy Resident Evil as a kid between being scared of it and also just like the puzzles being really difficult. So Silent Hill 2 feel like very logical, and I don't know, I guess I did play it on like normal or whatever, so the puzzles weren't as hard as they could have been. But yeah, beautiful game. Gregory Horror Show Soul Collector has been something that's been on my rat games list like basically forever. I'm a pretty big fan of Gregory Horror Show. I think I've seen it like all the way through like 6 or 7 times, and finally getting to like show that off on stream in addition to like playing this. Like I believe we watched Gregory Horror Show when I built a charcuterie. No, I uploaded it way earlier. But that was also a donation incentive, was to do a charcuterie stream. We watched Gregory Horror. Oh, I don't know if I uploaded it. Did I not upload it because we watched something? Oh, that doesn't seem right though. I think I have it. I need to fix that. I know I saw it, the charcuterie. I think I have that in my videos. I need to upload that. I might make that a little surprise spot upload. I think I didn't post it because we watched something copyright on it, but yeah, but Gregory Horror Show was a delight. The show is great. The game's really something as well. It was great. Glad to own it. Very few games I'm happy to own physically, but this is one of them. Being able to like play it on original hardware where it works and sounds properly was a big one. Would definitely recommend it to anybody. I would be like, you need to play this. I mean, I think people are pretty aware of its reputation as a weird, like horror game. That's a good example of an obtuse adventure game, right? Like, you're supposed to follow the schedules of all these monsters, but they really don't have schedules where they do much. I guess it is a children's. It's not a children's horror game. That's the thing. Gregory Horror Show isn't like for kids. The show itself, it's just a gag anime. So. Or it's a horror gag anime, so it's like a short form anime. I don't know. Yeah, it's like Julep. Most definitely. Yeah, let me look at my videos real quick, because I need to upload that charcuterie stream. I have it. I know. I was looking through my uploads, like on the creator side here. Like, I know I saw a thing that said charcuterie. But I know I put together I made a charcuterie. Yeah, it's private. Oh, I never actually like wow, I never actually unprivated this. Whoops. Why was I looking at chicken sandwich? Okay, well I'm gonna put it live right now, so yeah, I even wrote out like a whole thing, but yeah, this was part of the Gunconathon incentives. I made a charcuterie and we watched the whole Gregory Horror Show anime, which if you weren't aware, it's based on a anime, like a 3D CG anime. But that was a donation incentive from the Gunconathon, which was a 2-day stream where I streamed a whole bunch of light gun games one day and then Doom 2 the next, while I tried and failed to read chapters from the really bad Doom 2 novel, and I could tell nobody was feeling it because it was just so boring. What a boring book that was. That was the most egregious part of that. I think you think a Doom 2 novelization would be cool, but nope. That's absolutely not. So this was also, not only was this a year of platformers, but it was also a year of light gun games. I found a new love for light gun games because I had a CRT in front of me now, right off my shoulder that I can use. That's mine. It's covered in stickers now. And I played a lot of light gun games just to take advantage of it. I have a pretty big collection of them now because it turns out they're really cheap and nobody wants them, especially if you import them. The first one up on that was Time Crisis. Yeah, like I went from, oh no, I actually finished Shining Force 2 before that, but we'll get into that afterwards. But yeah, Time Crisis, the first, not the first light gun game, definitely like the bar for light gun games, I would say. Like just utterly dripping with style. It's fun, it's fast, it's furious. It has every character. It has every character you'd want to see. It has the one-man army. It has a Wild Dog. Yeah, Wild Dog was his name. This beautiful light gun game. I would tell anybody like Time Crisis is probably like the best reason to get a light gun set up or to figure out one for either PC or like because they make PC light guns now, which is crazy to me. But that is definitely like my highest glowing recommendation is everyone should play Time Crisis because it's so like it's such a like formative game I think to the light gun experience. Oh yeah, I think Swirl Drop has a PC light gun now. They're like $200 though. Like if you have a CRT, it's very cheap to get like a GunCon. My GunCon was like $15, and I think I paid very little importing a lot of these the light gun games. But yeah, it plays like a Hong Kong action movie, like Time Crisis does. It's beautiful. It's definitely like it has like elements of Hong Kong action and like American action. It's like very of its time. I love it. Richard Miller. What else? I think following that, I played through I played through some PS2 ones, but I don't think I finished Endgame, and I don't think I finished Vampire Knight. I finished that at a later date from GunConathon, but that's okay. You definitely finished. I definitely played through Rescue Shot Bubibo that same day though, and for this one I fully translated the script. Like I transcribed the script. Got it like right here. It's viewable. You can watch it. Watch it sometime. I could be linking these in chat, but that's too much effort. But Rescue Shot Bubibo, it's basically Baby Boomer, but furry for the PlayStation 1. You got a dumb rabbit through a little landscape and shoot everybody out of his way. But what a perfect light gun game for kids. I would have been obsessed with it. Furry Baby Boomer. That's right. I transcribed the entire. I translated. Well, I didn't translate it, that's for sure. But I transcribed the complete English playthrough of the game, just so I could translate it because I only have a Japanese copy of it because the PAL copy was a little too expensive, and really, there's not that much difference. You can play it just fine. So, I again would recommend this to anybody if you have a light gun setup in any way. Beautiful game. Namco made all the best light gun games, but they were also the only ones making them, so what can you do? So I don't know if you could hear it, but I'm definitely like still sick. I don't know when it's gonna go away. Also in the same vein, same day, GunConathon Day 1, Obakyun, or Ghoul Panic, the extremely furry light gun game. Basically furry Point Blank, if you're familiar with Point Blank, like a minigun collection, but where the main characters are cats. The cover art doesn't make them look great, I would say, but they do have great VG Cat style models, I guess. But yeah, I prefer this. I almost prefer this to Point Blank because it's just a little bit easier. I like the haunted house design a little bit more. The mini games are still brutally hard, so I don't know if I could recommend it to everybody because you do need a certain sort of like fast flicking to be good at light gun games, and I don't really have that. Like, yeah, there's just like a physical limitation to like some light gun games that isn't doable. So you see that in some of the House of the Deads as well. But yeah, did enjoy that as you know. I don't know if there was a light gun game I didn't enjoy that wasn't Endgame. Escape music getting loud. Of course, we of course finished Doom 2 though was the follow up, I believe, was day 2 of GunConathon, and I've done Doom 2 on the channel before, but I didn't actually finish it, which is like crazy to me, because one, it's not it's pretty hard, but it's not that hard. I've beaten it before on Ultraviolence. And yeah, beautiful game. One of the best game ever, probably the best game ever made in my mind. The game that made me go, wow, you can really do whatever you want with video games. I think it's I think of a real Doomhead. I think it is a testament to that on the channel with how much I've played Ramp, the mod that's like close to 300 custom maps for it. Yeah, it's absurd. I love me some Doom 2. Finally beating Doom 2 Ultraviolence in one weekend was excellent. That's my archive of games being very important. Again, that was the Gunconathon. You can watch the entire thing on the channel here. It's split up into 2 days. Day 1 was 9 hours. Day 2 was almost 12. 11 and a half. Absolutely, you gotta have it tier for Doom 2. You gotta have Doom 2. This year I pretty much only played good games, I will say. Definitely seems like it. And then kind of circling back around, Shining Force 2. Yeah, I was gonna say all these other games I really didn't finish until like I didn't really finish a lot of games in the center of the year. Kind of went on a couple of tangents trying to figure out what I wanted to play, but honestly, seeing Theme Hospital again made me go, I should finish Theme Hospital. I think I'm like halfway done with it. But I digress. Before the Gunconathon, I did finish Shining Force 2, which was yet another rat game. How many rat games we got? By the way, we got one, two, three, 4, 5 rat games this year for 2023, which is formidable. Shining Force is a rat game. We packed Slade full of power-ups to make him the best character in the game, and it's been on my list. I have never finished Shining Force 2 in my life, and it had been on my list for so long. It was great to be able to just stream it, get it out of my system. One of the best tactics RPGs ever made. You can really feel them competing with Fire Emblem but doing their own thing. I think I said that like 30 times in the playthrough. I was like, I like Fire Emblem, but there's just some elements of it that I don't find that fun, and I don't like playing around them, so I usually fall off of them. But yeah, it was like a 13-part series, something crazy like that. Let me take a look here. 14-part series for Shining Force 2. You can watch the whole thing in a playlist right here on my channel, of course. Just gotta click on the playlist button. I'm not building a YouTube. Oh yeah, you can look at my playlist here. You don't need to see my private playlist. Oi. Anyway, Shining Force 2, really great tactics RPG. The exact level of depth I want out of 1-2. Did get a little grindy towards the end, but the game is so hideously unbalanced in your favor at times that it didn't really become an issue after like I think like 7 or 8 missions out of the 30 or however many there were. So yeah, would tell anybody who's interested in the history of like RPGs to play Shining Force 2 because it definitely influenced a lot of stuff. I say this about every game. That's good though. After that, we really did go, and I did go into like a sort of not finishing games state. I did come back and come back and do some light gun games one night because I really just wanted to play Time Crisis 2, y'all. Time Crisis 2 was the one I grew up with, and getting to finally finish this for the stream. It had been in my pile of light gun games for the Gunconathon. I just never had gotten to it. And yeah, it's even more goofy and over the top than Time Crisis. Time Crisis feels a little bit more serious, whereas Time Crisis 2, you're in full cheese mode and full camp with regards to Wild Dog coming back and the whole killer satellite. Like, it's fully like a GoldenEye parody at this point. But yeah, expounded upon the Time Crisis format, took it in a direction you really wouldn't see it going. At least it makes sense in retrospect, but really the story of these games doesn't matter. But the gunfights are, I would put it in love it tier. I don't know. I still think Time Crisis is better than Time Crisis 2. Like, just playing through them, it's just a tighter game. But like Time Crisis 2 is definitely like, especially for the price. I think I paid like $2 for my copy. Like, nobody wants PS2 light gun games unless they're Vampire Knight. But yeah, for that other light gun catch-up stream, I played Vampire Knight. we both jumped on that. Thank you, Koji. Jeez. Anyway, Vampire Knight, another light gun game. Based, this was developed by the Sega developed this one with Namco, actually, in partnership with the House of the Dead. team, and it's basically a House of the Dead clone where you're vampires, or you're hunting vampires. Spoiler, you're also vampires. Um, Possibly it hits all the great notes House of the Dead does. The gunfights are fast, but it's slowed down enough for consoles. Yeah, it's basically Blade. It's slowed down enough for consoles so it doesn't feel as furious as the House of the Dead games usually did, but still maintains that like level of cheese and weird gore and confusing monsters. Like the voice acting was still just as goofy. This is one I would like highly recommend if you ever see an arcade machine to play, but they're really rare, and I don't know if it's worth emulating, but I don't know if it's worth buying. I ended up getting a copy of it for trade-ins, so it's like it's the PS2 light gun games just not as good. They're working with like too high a graphics, I feel like, so that they put a lot of the money into making them flashier than the PS1 ones, where I think I just appreciate the blocky light gun games more than the like trying to get closer to realistic. But yeah, I love House of the Dead games, but Vampire Knight is not one of those. And so, like, following that, I did go and I played some Mordor. There was a Pokemon TCG game, you know, floating around here, some Titanfall. We did do Food Week. If you weren't here for Food Week, that was a blast and a half. It says a month ago, but it was probably a month and a half. Months. And, well, this was the stream where I did finish Yakiniku Bogyo's Day Week. Food Week was awesome. That was another thing where I just got really inspired to like do something and was able to knock stuff out. So I've been riding a good wave of inspiration this week stuff, and I'm taking it as far as I can to stay productive. Need some cold medicine. Once we finish the tier list, I'm gonna take a break and chug some Dayquil. And Yakiniku Bogyo is a crazy game in the best way, in that it was just like basically it was just a restaurant tie-in game where you serve up yakiniku. It was crazy good, is what I mean. But it's not really a full game. I would love to own a copy of this, but like I played this one solo. I didn't play this with Gunner or Hazel or Piggy Mouse, but this one was very short as well. It was a tie-in for a series of yakiniku restaurants in Japan, where you're basically serving a cooking yakiniku food to people. But yeah, Food Week was awesome. Food Week was a week where I played a whole bunch of cooking games. Had people on, had guests on. I usually don't have guests on. I have trouble scheduling, not because of other people's schedules, but because I just don't want to I feel like I don't like putting that kind of pressure on people. But it was a blast. Everyone had a great time. We had a great time. Got to show off some new redeem tech that I had whipped up. And finally, I did end up doing another like rent raising stream, so thank y'all for that. And it'll be going up here pretty soon. Oh, this was 1 second. This lost its thumbnail. Where's its thumbnail? Ah! For the charcuterie stream. But regardless, I did end up having to do a rent raising stream because we suddenly hit some very surprise bills. So thank you everybody who came out for that again. I played through all of Metal Gear Solid in one weekend. In one day, really. It was, I believe, 10 hours, something crazy like that. I actually was going to put those up on YouTube like later today, but DaVinci crashed in the middle of the night rendering, and I haven't had a chance to look at it yet. So at the very least, I have them cut. Oh. My Winamp just crashed. There it goes. That's crazy. Anyway, but playing through Metal Gear Solid again just reaffirmed to me that it is really the best game. Like it is really tough to argue with the quality of Metal Gear Solid after playing through it again. I could play through it like again right now. Honestly, it's so succinct in its messaging, and it feels relatively tight. I mean, like, a lot of I always feel with games like that, going back to them, it's gonna be like, it was gonna be kind of a letdown, but it's like, no, this game is still like one of the best games ever made, if not like the best. I'm talking like a Master Chef judge, where I'm like, this is one of the best games we've ever seen. You know, like, this is one of the, I'd be happy to play this game in any of our restaurants, kind of shit. But yeah, no, you really can't like, cannot go wrong with it. What a wonderful, wonderful game. Like, I just want to play it again and again and again. um, and that kind of brings us here now. That brings us to like the modern age. That brings us up to now. That brings us to January. That brings us to the year. Oh, I did rate it. Yeah, I would play it again, 100%. But that brings us to the close of 2023. You know, where the stream's still chugging along. I have stuff in the works, of course. Ratscape is still getting better and better. I'm still adjusting things, and the programming is like largely done. It is getting assets together. I think I mentioned this last time, and they're all slowly coming together, and I'm slowly figuring out exactly how I want it to look. I'm being very particular and picky, and I need to stop. I think I'm too obsessed with perfection here. So, but for now, it's a new year. There's gonna be cleansing. The stream's getting refreshed. I'm doing another clean out of like OBS again, so it should run better. Oh gosh, what else? I want to do my incentives in the next month or two from the Gunconathon. Specifically, I still need to get my transitions together as well as the VTuber, which I think I got an idea. I was talking with Jay about one, and I hope it doesn't. Yeah. Anyway, I think I got it figured out. We had some wrenches thrown in the way this last couple months. So, but the mahjong teaching stream that needs to happen. That will happen. There's a few other things as well, but yeah, I like I said, that I could not thank Shindigs enough for that thread of just recommending VTubers and effects and all that, because it gave me so many ideas for what I want transitions to look like and what I want like a trailer to look like. So just like a channel trailer. So I really, things are moving, but at the beginning things are changing, but for the better. You know, I should be able to work on stuff more going forward in the next 2 weeks, because we have a new person starting at work like tomorrow, and once they're trained up in a week or two, I switch to mids. So I will be working a normal human schedule for finally, for the first time in like 3 years. I won't be working nights, so streams will probably be moving up to like 7 or 8 o'clock, just for everybody who's here for the late night streams. My normal weeknight streaming times of like 10 p.m. They're shifting like 2 hours down. Things should be way better. I'll probably be able to stream way longer. I'll probably be able to do more complicated things because my brain won't be melting from being too tired. I'll be able to actually work on things when I get off of work, as opposed to just, sitting for 2 hours and going to sleep and hoping I have the drive in the morning to work on it. Yeah, it's like I said, it's refreshed, so I'm hopeful this will, and I'm riding like a great wave of stuff, of like creative energy right now. So ironically organizing all those games and like data validation is like the thing that gets me going. This is fun. Like, this is what I love to do this shit. I love to organize shit. Make sure it's what it says it is. Now, to what end? Who knows? But for now, I'm gonna take a break. My throat's like kind of sore. I don't know if you can hear it, but I'm gonna get some cold medicine in me. Maybe this will clear up my nose as well. It's not even close to the right art. Anyway, we'll be back in like 5 minutes or so, 5 or 6 minutes. I need to fix some stuff real quick here. Like get rid of Vivaldi, for instance. But we'll be back. So when I come back, I'm gonna be playing a game from Food Week. I didn't finish because there was a broken task I couldn't do in the game, and it makes sense when you see it. But hey, Piggy Mouse, it makes sense when you see it. But just understand that I switched emulators. It's fixed now. I think I could beat it. I can't wait to play this game. I'm gonna try to finish it today. But it's a great little cooking sim along the lines of Cooking Mama, or Cook Serve Delicious is like took direct inspiration from it, for instance. So, but for now, be back in like 6 or 7 minutes. Maybe less. Okay, hello, I'm back. Thank you for waiting for me. Also, hey Hazel, welcome. I was just gonna say, one of the biggest events this year, at least, aside from, you know, the Gun Conathon and all that, and then the Metal Gear Solid stream, was I was on Sockpen's chat. I walked Scorpy through playing Sneakers at one point because I realized there's no way in hell that he was gonna figure it out eventually. I think there's even a part in the video where he in the playthrough where he's like, "No, you need to backseat, please backseat." And so it was a joy. It was a blast to walk someone through one of my favorite games that I speedrun, and that he was a convert at the end. Became a fan of it. I think I said so in the comments. I think I'm the top comment on the video right now. They got to play Sneakers. He got to play Sneakers from the front to the back. Finished it. It was I couldn't believe it. We'll play some more Sneakers. Like, we have Sneakers on the screen twice right now. The Sneakers soundtrack is so good. It's unreal. That's probably my favorite thing, Hazel. Is like, especially in the stream, people are like, "How's the music in this so good?" And I'm like, "It is, isn't it? It's amazing." Like, it's unusually good, but yeah, it was very fun to walk someone through Sneakers. At a certain point, I had to like leave because we had someone over, and I was like, "I gotta go hang out for a little bit. I'm sorry." And so I just left him alone, and he handled it. You know, once you teach someone to play Sneakers, or play Sneakers for someone, they watch your speed run. Yeah, that makes no sense. Teach someone to play Sneakers, and they'll love Sneakers forever. But for now, I might want to go back to. I want to play Sneakers again soon. I think I posted like this on Twitter, but I need to do a Sneakers speedrun again soon. I really miss it. It's so much fun. Well, I was watching the playthrough and I was getting all nostalgic. I was like, man, it's been so long. It's been like almost a year since I played it. It's been over a year since I've ran Sneakers. Chug some cough syrup. Grabbed it. I got a Baja Black Zero Sugar right here. Probably won't crack into that because I don't think the cough syrup in the mouth will taste very good with it. We'll hold back. But I want to play some Morino Ryouri. Pull it up here. Everything should be pretty much set to go though. Yeah, we're good. Okay, yeah, let me get this. Let me switch over the game title and all that, but oh yeah, it's not gonna stay up. But I'm happy to get to play this again. And not be like sadly broken. This game was so much fun, and it was so sad when it didn't work, but we're here now. I got my controller. It picks up my controller way better, so yeah. Welcome to the proper stream.
Sony Computer Entertainment. Argent.
The voice actor for her is amazing. Oh, I wonder if this thinks I don't have an analog. So I did have a problem with this game before, because it thought I didn't have an analog stick attached. Yeah, it doesn't think I have an analog controller. So 1 second. Let me mute this. I gotta fix this. Wait, why did it? I didn't mean to close that out. That analog controller. Shock. For some reason, it doesn't think I have a. It wants to think I don't have a DualShock attached, which is very funny. I need to restart it real quick. I fixed that. It's good seeing you, by the way, Piggy Mouse. I hope everything's going awesome for you. I saw you're gonna be. I saw the guest of honor thing. If you want to talk about that, I won't bring it up otherwise. But I was so happy. I was like, that rules.
Sony Computer Entertainment.
Alright, I think this should fix it.
Agent.
I thought it was gonna save it, but I guess it didn't. Yeah. 'Cause now it'll take my button presses. So this game requires DualShock. Yeah, but that's a good thing, you know? That's awesome though. Oh, wrong button. So oh, I think this is continue. No snow today. We got some hail last night. We're not supposed to, we're gonna get hit by snow. We're gonna get hit by snow next week, I think. So I might be spending the weekend inside playing, streaming. It's so loud. The frog is jealous of us. I sing Carol. But yeah, I've been pretty good. It's been. So anyway, the frog is jealous of the chef, of us, the chef, because we're like a world-class chef. This is so loud, and I keep fussing with it. It's fine. Okay, I don't know what he's saying. We're gonna run this restaurant though. We're gonna run it so well. Yeah, I've been fine. I did start playing RuneScape again, old school RuneScape, but only on my phone. Just a little bit, here and there, when I have 5 minutes to kill. It's been fun to play it as like a weird like idle game, but not like dedicate time to it. But other than that, yeah, just been hanging out, cooking a bunch. Yeah, you can play old school RuneScape on your phone, like with it's like a official client and everything. It's crazy. Yeah, just peaceful grinding. It's that time of year to play RuneScape. Get bored of it. I'm playing on my old. Me and my friend did a group Iron Man thing a long time ago, and I don't think he's played it in forever. He's teaching me how to play this game. Don't worry about it. I know how to play this game. But yeah, so I'm just like, oh yeah, I still have all these levels. I could like work on stuff. I gotta pour this beer. Gotta chop the onion. Oh, that's a bad beer. Okay, so I'm gonna start this ramen. So I'm basically just pouring beer and serving ramen up constantly. It's interesting. So I figured out they don't mind if you overfill the beer. They like it actually. Like it's okay if some runs out. I've noticed. I played a little bit of this before. You can play flash games on your phone. That's sick. That wasn't very good ramen. I poured too much broth in. Anyway, welcome to Ori no Ryouri. Ori no Ryouri. It's a cooking simulator game. We never got this here. Except on a PlayStation Underground disc. Cut my finger, ow. This game rules though. A little extra treat, yeah. Ramen's still going. I gotta count money. Good lord. Who brings cash in here? Oh, burning. It's so ramen. I'm watching the numbers on the left, so 10 is definitely the best thing you can get, I think. By far. It looks like every dish is scored out of 10. So a 9's pretty good. Or at least each stage is out of 10, it looks like. My guess is each stage, it's like an average of each stage. Oh, this green one's a critic. They're like the most important ones to serve by far. So interestingly, if it turns red, I think so I've been using. Oh, hey JJ. The beer pouring is so. Yeah, I can finally call the cops on the drunk patron. But so it looks like, yeah, you actually want to, the ramen you want to get, like, before it turns red. Oh, that's a terrible beer. A beer. Probably, like, right around here? Yeah. I do love how pouring the beer, it's like, yeah, it's like normal. You have to, like, tilt the glass, otherwise you get too much head. Teaching kids how to pour the perfect beer. So the goal of these is just to get to a point where, oh yeah, it's perfect ramen, where the meter on the left is filled. God, so many dishes. Critic came in for a beer. Perfect. Easy. But yeah, now that my controller works, this game is very easy. But I don't actually know what's coming next. So I might have to look at a guide. We'll give it a try though, I think. That one looks okay. Am I doing this level again? Don't make me do this level again. I did save, so I don't actually know what that answer was. Now he's yelling at me. Oh, it's a battle. I'm getting good at the onions. I think it's a. Oh no, that's too bad. So we have to get. We're basically racing them, yeah. This is fun. Yeah, no, it really feels like that sort of era. Oh, I gotta call the cops. It's 110. Oh, that's 119. Also calls the fire department, I believe. He's kicking my ass. So many chores. What else you got? What's up next? Yeah, I'm getting like a 10 now on the shopping onions. Oh, he fucked up the critics with food. I win. Fucked up real bad. Gotta crack this Baja Blast. Amazing. Okay, bye. Oh! I cracked this Baja Blast and then immediately drop it, and so now it's gonna be flat. I'm a fool. That's okay, I deserve that. It's not real food. I might take a break to heat up some food at some point too. Oh, save point. But maybe not. I might wait till afterwards. After the stream. Feeling pretty good right now. This is the frog. Oh, new guy. Garogu 2. He's got so many more soldiers. Yeah, that music is really good. So I was gonna say one of the big bonuses of organizing all my ROMs finally is that like I downloaded a bunch of translations the other day too, and I was like, oh man, someone translated the Koro Q games. Like I need to play these. So I don't know. It's very weird to look at a bunch of ROMs and be like inspired to play games again. I haven't felt that way in a long time. And like look at all these games I could play. So I'm very excited. That's honestly in December. I was really struggling with like, just this isn't. Please don't give me pity for this, because it's not a real problem. But I was just like, nothing sounds fun. I think it's just because it's the stress of the holidays and all the cooking and stuff that I was just like, I don't feel inspired to play video games at all. I'm using them as a retreat right now, which is why I was playing like Tactics Advance. Well, I'm still playing Tactics Advance, but it's like this is something I don't have to think about. Okay, let's see what I gotta cook this time around. Up and down. I'm gonna look at the FAQ, but I'm not gonna look at the what they want me to do here. Soft drink, hamburger, fries. Okay. Just because I have a feeling she'd be telling me. Oh, okay. 4, got it. Oh yeah, this song. Oh shit. You have to stop it? How do you stop it? Burning these. Robin's. Oh. I'm gonna fail this so hard. Linda Cube again? I can't believe it. I mean, I really can that there's so many so many of these coming out, but do I have to hit? What do I have to hit here? Do I just stop? Oh, keep dropping it. Terrible burgers. The worst burgers you've ever had. Oh, these are terrible. Oh, you can form all the patties at the same time. I wonder if there's a... Oh, I'd save my ass. Alright, I'm getting the hang of this. Pulling it back. There we go. So I found out you can call the fire department is 114 or 119, and you can call them as well. Terrible, terrible fries. The drunk guy made me burn my fry and my burger. It was so rude. So close. Yeah, the meat bone doesn't go into it. I wouldn't worry about that. Thank God the critic only ordered fries. This is the one I'm always terrified of, because it seems like it's very hard to do it properly. Ah, maybe not. We've gotten really good at chopping, honestly. There's a specific method to it where you just kind of like inch it forward. I know I have Indian food sitting in the fridge. I'm like, oh, I want to go eat it. It's just making me very hungry. I thought I'd need to salt him twice, maybe. Huh. So-so, my burger restaurant is so-so because I still don't know how to get sodas. Oh, okay. I'm just going too fast. This game is so intuitive, you really don't need, like, to understand Japanese to play it. I love it. Dine and Dasher. I also love that the Dine and Dasher is like a ninja. Oh. Awful. Not enough salt. So it looks like it's just anything in the top like half of it or a quarter of the glass. Oh, I think I got it. A couple more good orders. Not too much salt. Oh. Easy. Hey Nesmog, have a nice day. Yeah, enjoy your lurk. I think that's the phone ringing. Oh. Alright, sure. But yeah, no, like, with the ROM situation, Launchbox automatically populating genres is, like, so useful. Perfect soda. Perfect soda. This game ruled. This just makes me want to play Quick Serve Delicious again. Free prize. I like these fights though. These fights are pretty fun. Oh, he played a prank on me. That's rude. Got a 3 on that? I wonder what the right amount of... I think it's the right amount of salt. I'm not putting the right amount of salt on it. There we go. That was the right amount of salt. Oh, I gotta call the drunk guy. Oh, dang it, they left. It's got hit me with so many of those like tasks right at the same time. That's awful. Try again. What? Oh, I should have saved. Really? I have to go through the whole restaurant then at first. That's fine. I need more practice anyway. I need to figure out the right amount of salt, honestly, is the problem for the french fries. We'll rock this out. I love this game. This game's so good. No. Okay.
ドリンク入ったよ。また来てね。いらっしゃいませ。ドリンク入ったよ。いけるね。警察呼んで。ありがとうございまし
I
た。
think I got it.
いらっしゃいませ。ドリンク入ったよ。いらっしゃいませ。ごめんね。ポテト作って。いらっしゃいませ。ポテト作って。テレビに出てた偉い人だったわよ。ありがとうございま
It's
した。
fine. Make the burger before he leaves.
ポテト作って。また来てね。いらっしゃいませ。ハンバーガー入ったよ。
I think we got this. We'll just gotta make this critic's food real quick.
いらっしゃいませ。ポテト作って。いらっしゃいませ。ハンバーガー入ったよ。
Yeah.
いらっしゃいませ。また来てね。ドリンク入ったよ。ありがとうございました。食い逃げよ。捕まえて。捕まえてみろ。
The voice. Oh my god, this is impossible. Oh, he waits. Burn my food.
ごめんね。ハンバーガー入ったよ。いらっしゃいませ。ドリンク入ったよ。ありがとうございます。
It's really hard, actually. It's just up and down on the sticks, but you have to do it like a lot. So I end up going on diagonals a bunch accidentally.
ドリンク入ったよ。いらっしゃいませ。ありがとうございました。ポテト作って。いらっしゃいませ。ありがとうございました。また来てね。ドリンク入ったよ。テレビに出てた偉い人だったわよ。いらっしゃいませ。ありがとうございました。ドリンク入ったよ。ポテト作って。いらっしゃいませ。ポテト作って。
Thanks, sir.
また来てね。警察呼んで。また来てね。いらっしゃいませ。ありがとうございました。ハンバーガー入ったよ。いらっしゃい
Get
ま
us
せ。
out of here.
ポテト作って。いらっしゃいませ。ドリンク入ったよ。
Perfect. There we go. Easy. Critic wanted fries, critic got fries. Alright, now I'll save here for the boss fight. For some reason I thought I'd get to retry over and over again like this time. Oopsie. Look at him this time. His sabotages were brutal as all.
いらっしゃいませ。ポテト作って。いらっしゃいませ。ドリンク入ったよ。いらっしゃいませ。ドリンク入ったよ。いらっしゃいませ。また来てね。ドリンク入ったよ。いらっしゃいませ。ありがとうございました。また来てね。ドリンク入ったよ。また来てね。いらっしゃいませ。
Nailing these sodas.
ありがとうございました。いらっしゃいませ。ありがとうございました。
But not the burger. Oh, I got a 10 on that though, even though I cooked it over. I overcooked it. I don't know how long to do these for. I actually don't know if I need to like put more salt on multiple batches of fries. I mean, that would make sense. Oh, I kicked his ass. That was easy. Yeah, no problem. Easy. He's flying away. He's also sad. I like this guy. I like this squid monster. I'm honestly surprised this hasn't been translated yet. I mean, it is like fully playable, but I really want to know what they're saying. I think she's in love with him. I think this is our Amy Rose. I think that's pretty... I think that's a safe bet. It's our roast shoot. Correct. Dancing cook. Food fast. I love these animations. These very like PS1 Parappa style animations. They don't look like Rodney Greenblatt. But... What are we making here? I'm gonna make it a surprise this time. I didn't look it up this time. I'm gonna see if I'm just gonna try to learn it, or not learn it, but you know, like figure out what the menu is. I'll definitely try to learn it. It's like vegetarian, maybe. Let's see, fruit bowls. Here. Oh, you have to peel it. That's terrifying. Gross. Shrimp, okay. Definitely not vegetarian. Super good. Oh, you gotta stir fry it again. That's fun. Toss the fried rice. Oh, that's fun. Oh man, these motions are great. Oh man, there's natto too. Gross. Gotta stir the natto up for them. And watch the rice. Oh, bad beer. Those are pretty good. Wow, that was really easy. Maybe I'm too good at this game. The natto was a little difficult, but... The mummy now? Sure. Go man, go, 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 go! I don't understand. I thought this is what I had to do. Why is it not cooking? Oh, I have to toss it. Jeez. Want to lose one? Yeah, no. I gotta try that again. What's load state? Didn't this one... States... Let's try that again. Maybe I'll save it a little closer too. So I can't actually skip this dialogue. It's the same every time. It looks like you both get the same. You both get the same. What's it called? Food to cook at the same time. So. Like toss it, I guess. One gets me every time. Yeah, that was really bad. You keep sending thieves to me. This is so mean. I guess those are the sabotages. Ah, dang it. I was just waiting on my critic. I love peeling shrimp though, it's very satisfying. Not good enough. Oh, that was perfect that time. I definitely need more sauce. Okay, now I know. One? Oh, gave him bad food. Dang, this is tough. I'm still trying to figure out the perfect amount of sauce and the cook time on the shrimp dish. Also, like, how far I'm supposed to cook the fried rice for. Oh, you just keep going. Okay. Learning the right priority on things at least. That's more like it. That's what we want. That's what we're looking for. Oh, I sent him a thief too.
いらっしゃいませ。ありがとうございました。また来てね。いらっしゃいませ。黒ビール入ったよ。エビチリ作って。いらっしゃいませ。攻撃だ。エビチリ作って。いらっしゃいませ。エサピ呼んで。
Oh, the critics' food.
ありがとうございました。いらっしゃいませ。エビチリ作って。また来てね。黒ビール入ったよ。いらっしゃい
I
ませ。
sent him a drunk. Perfect.
いらっしゃいませ。焼きそば作って。いらっしゃいませ。また来てね。やっと入ったよ。いらっしゃいませ。焼きそば作って。エビチリ作って。ありがとうございました。ごめんね。いらっしゃいませ。また来てね。
Got it.
エビチリ作って。攻撃だ。いらっしゃいませ。ありがとうございました。攻撃だ。やっと入ったよ。
Oh my god. This is so hard to manage.
テレビに出てた偉い人だからよ。なんだうっか。そうです。いらっしゃいませ。ごめんね。やっと入ったよ。いらっしゃいませ。エビチリ作って。テレビに出てた偉い人だからよ。いらっしゃいませ。また来てね。納豆入ったよ。納豆入ったよ。遅いです。
Good lord. Might not even need this critic here if this Natto turns out okay. Which it didn't. Which it didn't. More cockroaches? For real? This is like the worst one. And a drunk. Ugh. Yeah.
いらっしゃいませ。ごめんね。エビチリ作って。いらっしゃいませ。エビチリ作って。いらっしゃいませ。黒ビール入ったよ。エビチリ作って。いらっしゃいませ。納豆入ったよ。いらっしゃいませ。まだ来てね。納豆入ったよ。いらっしゃいませ。また来てね。ありがとうございました。
I'm serving something bad.
納豆入ったよ。いらっしゃいませ。黒ビール入ったよ。焼きそば作って。普通だな。いらっしゃいませ。
This is so frantic. I don't know if you can you hear me click clacking? I just realized.
いらっしゃいませ。黒ビール入ったよ。
Gotta try this again.
エビチリ作って。いらっしゃいませ。黒ビール入った
Yeah,
よ。
it got hard really quick.
焼きそば作って。ありがとうございます。
That's okay, I'm up for the challenge.
焼きそば作って。エビチリ作って。
This game is too fun not to be.
ありがとうございました。焼きそば作って。いらっしゃいませ。ありがとうございました。エビチリ作って。
Perfect. I mean, it's whatever. You're the click clack a lot of the time anyway. I should have killed more shrimp for this. Oh well. So it looks like when the bar goes clear is when it's servable. Now we're talking. Much, much, much better. Man, he replaced my fucking critic. That's so rude. Ugh. Bro. That's absurd. I got like 4 tasks back to back. I'm screwed. It's like I got like a Poyo pop drop on me. I thought I was doing great too. Like he just replaced my critic, so I just didn't get my critic, which sucked. Okay, I got a lift. Yeah, I like to get it again.
エビチリ作ってテレビに出てた偉い人だったわよ。いらっしゃいませ。ごめんね。テレビに出てた偉い人だったわよ。
Oh, bad beer.
いらっしゃいませ。もう来ないぞ。いらっしゃいませ。また攻撃だ。いらっしゃいませ。やめてください。エサ呼んで。黒ビール入ったよ。エビチリ作って。いらっしゃいませ。納豆入ったよ。また来てね。黒ビール入ったよ。エビチリ作って。
Well, now I know I can do this in a clockwise motion. It's a lot easier. Oh, did I win? Oh, I did. Take those. I think it was more if he failed than I won. This game is so good. It's so much fun. Is this what Cooking Mama's like? I've never played a Cooking Mama. Wait, again, shout out Shindigs for the talkie mouth marker. I love how goofy it looks. Ironically, right before stream, when I was putting the mask on it to put the the cheese texture, my Photoshop install like corrupted, and it's now saying I'm like the trial version, so I have to like fix that after stream too. I think I know what to do, but very silly. I have to find my legitimate key for Adobe Creative Suite 5. I like this guy. What are we making? Photoshop really does love to be a pain in the ass. So I want to say there's like 5 levels. How many levels is there? Wait, 3. Wait, oh my god. Old Game FAQ is having this like sort thing. This person put 3 point, just 3 point as like a guide marker. Like this is a chapter marker is 3 point nothing, and I'm just like, that's nothing. You have that. This shows up in the document 40 times. See, stage 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh my god, 8, 9 levels. Okay. Go for it. I think this is 4, right? Yeah, because I did burger. Yeah, because the first one was like basic stuff, burger. Then this one was like the natto. Oh yeah, first one was ramen. That's right. Yeah, here. Oh, tempura shrimp. Ah. I have to dip it. Oh god. Oh, I have to make a swirl. I see. Okay, I got this. Drunk guy. Everybody's leaving because of the drunk guy. The better the swirl, the more points you get. Look at that. Now we're talking. I love doing the ice cream swirl. This one's a blast.
しゃいませ。ソフトクリーム入ったよ。食い逃げよ。また来てね。天ぷら入ったよ。ありがとうございました。いらっしゃいませ。また来てね。天ぷら入ったよ。また来てね。いらっしゃいませ。煮物作って。ソフトクリーム入ったよ。いらっしゃいませ。ママがソフトクリーム入ったよ。いらっしゃいませ。
That one was terrible.
煮物作って。いらっしゃいませ。ごめんね。天ぷら入ったよ。
Jesus, this one is so many. This is tough. It's like potato soup. Probably just to the top, I think. Now that I know I can go the opposite direction for those, it's like so much easier. God, the tempura takes... Yeah, this is only level 2. This is not level 2, this is like level... Or level... I don't know why I said level 2, you even said level 4. I dip this... 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 Bad. Dip this. Drop them all. Ooh. Close one. Yeah, easy. This is gonna be so hard though, the boss fight. Save it here. Oh, it needs to be huge, I see. Oh shit, I didn't mean to serve those. Sent me a drunk eye too, of course. The other sabotages are not nearly as bad. Then I give the most wackest ice cream cone I've ever seen. I know, everyone, you can't just have a normal chef stool. I want to get all this soup going together. Huh, got his ass. That was easy. I don't know why I had so much trouble with the other one, but I guess it was probably just a lot of swirls. The tempura was really fun to make, though, and that one, I'm not gonna lie, that was my favorite. This guy reminds me a lot of, the big fish guy from Puyo Pop. From Puyo Puyo, not Puyo Pop. Is that like is Puyo Pop like a Dragon Quest, Dragon Warrior situation? Is that just like the localized version of it? I feel very dumb for not knowing that. This guy's sad, but that's okay. I think he likes me. Garogu 4. I think that's just the name of his minion. This looks like a nice restaurant, maybe? Like a family restaurant, I think? Is this like a Denny's? Am I working in a Denny's? Let's figure it out. It looks like a... Yeah, restaurant family. Look at that. This is very accurate in that, like... Oh, that's ice cream. Okay. It's very accurate in that, like, most of cooking is just chopping. Like, a lot of it. Oh, these are croquettes? These are. It's music! See, I gotta flip it. I was just like, why do I know the name Puyo Pop? Because like, I was like, it's definitely Puyo Puyo. That's fun. I love flipping the croquettes. What? What is that? I got a 10 on it, so. Oh, Hamburg steak. That's what that is. It's not a croquette, it's a Hamburg steak. That explains the meat throwing too. Flipping is so much fun. I also thought it was weird. It's like you don't really pan fry croquettes, you deep fry them, so that was so easy. God, I love this game because it's easy. Wait. 5, so there's 4 levels left after this, yeah. Making sure this is actually level 5. I want him taller, I guess. Do all this at the same time. Oh, that's a lot of fried rice. I think that's what that is. That'd be Doria. I took my burger away from you, I guess. Oh, look at all the stuff I sent him. Oh, he's screwed. I guess it's because I think it's because I did 5 at a time. That might be what builds up the combos if you do like a group of the same prep at the same time. Counts as a combo, but man, I'm breezing through this now. We're only an hour into this game and it's like over halfway done. I need to download the soundtrack for this. Yo, Flatwood's Lake Monsters. Not Flatwood Lake Monsters, the Flatwood Alien, what are they called? Oh, why can't I remember the name of it? Also, hit K Price. It's the Flatwood's Flatwood Monster, right? There they are. Ratopia? I haven't bought it yet, no. Or not Ratopia, Ratropolis. I watched Greenland play some of it. Still on my list. I can't really buy new games right now. I haven't bought a new game in like two or 3 months. So, yeah, I have to think about it. But I'll be checking it out eventually. I still have to play Ghost of a Tale too. There's so many rat games now. There's so many modern rat games, really. Rats are very trendy. Like the Flatwoods Monster. Good alien design. I know Japan was obsessed with him for a while because they show up as the aliens in Majora's Mask too. What am I making here? What restaurant type is this? I have no idea. It's like a food cart? Takoyaki. American dog hot. Yeah, corn dog. Oh no! I see. God. Do I have to pull them all? Gotta peel this banana. Really is. This guy out of here. It's like fair food. It's like cotton candy too? That's dope. Oh shit! There's a critic in there. Chocolate dipped bananas. I think I just have to collect all the floss, yeah? Means I have to like go to the edge. That's awful. Oh, you can do it in like one go. Ugh. That was actually good though. don't think they are.
ありがとうございましたまた来てねいらっしゃいませわたあめ
Well, it'll be fine. The critic will love my American hot dog.
いらっしゃいませありがとうございましたいらっしゃいませ
The critic is here to enjoy a fresh corn dog and judge me for it. Sneakers music. Beep, 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 beep. Dang. I feel this dang banana. No! Yeah, I don't know when these are done. I think maybe they have to wait a couple seconds for them. Like, you literally can't walk away from them. It's interesting. That wasn't better? Maybe you have to pull them the second they start. You might have to pull them the second they start boiling then. That might be what I'm getting judged on, is like it has to be like it's very strict maybe, but okay, it seems like too for the corn dogs, the dips, they want like a quick dip. Yes, that's what they have to do. Okay. And now to cook takoyaki properly. Oh my god. The worst combination is critic plus drunk. No! It's fine. What? But I did like perfect on that. Yeah, this place looks good. I'd eat everything here. Must be like festival food. Yeah, it's dip as quick as possible. I was wondering, I didn't know if you needed to get like a good coating or what on that. It's the worst! Ugh. That scares them all away. That is awful. God, all the sabotages are actually brutal. Great.
いらっしゃいませ。ありがとうござい
Play
ま
to
す。
my
い
critic.
らっしゃいませ。たこ焼き作って。チョコバナナ入ったよ。いらっしゃいませ。いらっしゃいませ。アメリカンドッグ入ったよ。まだ来てね。わたあめ作ってよ。攻撃だ。警察呼んで。
It's fine.
いらっしゃいませ。まだ来てね。いらっしゃいませ。わたあめ作って。いらっしゃいませ。たこ焼き作って。ごめん。いらっしゃいませ。ありがとうございます。まだ来てね。チョコバナナ入ったよ。たこ焼き作って。アメリカンドッグ入ったよ。まだ来てね。
It's all deep fried, I just realized. A whole lot of deep frying and dipping.
たこ焼き作って。テレビに出てたよ。ありがとうございます。いらっしゃいませ。アメリカンドッグ入ったよ。たこ焼き作って。いらっしゃいませ。ごめん。まだ来てね。テレビに出てたよ。わたあめ作って。いらっしゃいませ。また来てね。たこ焼き作って。いらっしゃいませ。また来てね。
Come on, come on, come on.
アメリカ
Easy.
ンドッグ入ったよ。いらっしゃいませ。ありがとうございました。また来てね。ちょっと。いらっしゃいませ。たこ焼き作って。わたあめ作って。また来てね。たこ焼き作って。いらっしゃいませ。わたあめ作って。いらっしゃいませ。ありがとうございました。いらっしゃいませ。アメリカンドッグ入ったよ。帰れないよ。
Got him. It turned out you have to move the eggs at like a diagonal. It's like they want you to do like a quick like cracking motion. That was really cool. Where you like hit it on the corner and then crack it over the bowl. This is fun. It's like never annoying. I know I sound like it, but I'm actually really enjoying this game. Uh-oh, they made a robot of me.
どっ
Made
ちだ
a
ろう。
robot Jones.
こっちでいいのかな。あったあった。
Fine dining? It's been mostly like fast food. Not fast food, but like quick cook stuff, so this would be interesting. I wonder if there's like it's gonna get like ridiculously hard. I know hotel like restaurants in Japan are like very big, or at least they used to be. I only know this from watching lots of Iron Chef, and they constantly have guests from like hotel restaurants on to cook. Usually the challenging chef. I guess it's kind of like that here too in the US. Like nice restaurants that have good good kitchens are usually known for their like, or good restaurants are usually known for their like having like a high-end chef work there, like a Michelin star chef. Oh yeah, Okoyu, a great hotel.
いらっしゃいませ。オムライス作って。いらっしゃいませ。オムライス作って。いらっしゃいませ。
Omo rice.
オムライス作って。ピザ入ったよ。
And
入ったよ。
pizza. Maybe not fine dining. Ah. I gotta toss the dough. Oh, it's a fold. That's so
いらっ
cool.
しゃいませ。ありがとうございました。
Put some cheese on it and throw it in the oven.
両替両替。いらっしゃいませ。ピザ入ったよ。オムライス作って。いらっしゃいませ。
It's like a steak, maybe. And tenderize
オ
it.
ムライス作って。いらっしゃいませ。テレビに出てたよ。また来てね。ありがとうございました。オムライス作って。
No.
いらっしゃいませ。ありがとうございました。ピザ入ったよ。
Oh, it's based on how long you hold
い
it.
らっしゃいませ。いらっしゃいませ。ありがとうございました。また来てね。ピザ入ったよ。ホットケーキ作って。
Do a great start. Perfect. Save that critic. That was really close.
いらっしゃいませ。また来てね。
Got a 10 on it
あり
though.
がとうございました。オムライス作って。ホットケーキ作って。ごめんね。
Fuck me. Oh, if they see someone run out, they don't like it? Oh, I'm sorry. Let's shake up a martini. That's fine. You came here for one of my famous martinis. Whew. That was a good flip. Oh, shit. Oh. Bad pancakes. They could have been better, but that's okay. They weren't the worst. I just realized those are pancakes. I only got one frying pan though. Kind of rude. Get rid of his ass. So supposedly there's other numbers you can dial for the drunk guy, like when you get the phone. Because again, 110 is police, but 119 is fire, the fire department, which accomplishes the same thing. Oh, bad pizza. Good fold. I love folding that omelet. It's so sick. Oh, too much syrup. I think, maybe? Maybe not. Oh, that was bad, though. That was one? Still not quite the best at making pizza, it seems like. Oh. Worst possible time, bro. Worst time to be overserved here, man. Come on. Okay, that seems to be the right amount. God. This is crazy. Every time I break the egg on the side of the bowl, it makes me laugh. No, I didn't want to serve that. That's gonna lose me the game. Yeah, that's gonna straight up lose me. Fred. Try that again. Ah, served a bad steak. Serve one ultra raw steak and everyone freaks out. Serve 5 of them and it's just over. I think I got this every time now. Yeah. Oh, I can get ahead of myself on that, I just realized. On the flipping the pizza dough. Good to know, like, if I toss it too early, it just gives up, looks like. Yeah. Serve, serve, serve. Ooh, that's a fold. That's what you're looking for. Ugh. Put a 2 on that? They don't like a lot of syrup, I guess. That's right, he clears out everybody. They don't like seeing a dine and dash, I guess. I'm assuming if you neglect any task for too long, it does that. Yeah, fine dining was so difficult. Oh, you okay, Robin? Robin's off in. Bad. Only a little, I guess. Really don't think you should be doing all this out of one pan. It seems kind of unhygienic. Guess I don't have the eggs down. It's because I keep tilting my hands when I'm holding the controller, so I think I'm like going straight on, but I'm not. Bad pizza. I got a 9. I got a 9 from the review at least. I'll take that.
まだ来てねどんなもんだいらっしゃいませまだ来てね出席入ったよまだ来てねピザ入ったよ
So it looks like see, the ones you can do as a group task, like if you select the one that's the least furthest along, it boosts them all up to that.
両替両替
What?
いらっしゃいませホットケーキ作ってまずないらっしゃいませごめんねなんだかいらっしゃいませテレビに出てたよありがとうございましたオムライス作ってホットケーキ作ってピザ入ったよ
Fuck. I was trying to serve that food and I accidentally got the mix.
普通だもんいらっしゃいませありがとうございましたピザ入ったよそんなもんだいらっしゃいませ
Okay, okay,
ま
okay.
だ来てねありがとうございました
Doesn't even matter if I fuck up the tossing.
いらっしゃいませごめんね
What?
ホットケーキ作っていらっしゃい
I thought the critic liked his pizza though. I got like a 10.
いらっしゃいませカステラ入ったよ
What? I don't understand how I'm losing the dough now. It's real tough.
いらっしゃいませありがとうございましたカステラ入ったよホットケーキ作ってテレビに出てたよオムライス作ってまだ来てねいらっしゃいませカステラ入ったよまだ来てねいらっしゃいませまだ来てねオムライス作って
Oh my god, another drunk guy.
ごめんなビスケット入ったよありがとうございましたいらっしゃいませホットケーキ作って
This is really tough. Kind of how Cook Serve Delicious got too.
いらっしゃいませ
I think you have a chance of getting a drunk guy just because you serve alcohol.
ありがとうございましたビスケット入ったよ普通だもんいらっしゃいませありがとうございましたビスケット入ったよ
I'm gonna lose.
いらっしゃいませごめんねカステラ入ったよ
Hey, we're safe. I'm safe. I'm safe. Forgot to cook the pancakes. Well, they're gonna be mad.
ビスケット入ったよいらっしゃいませお腹すいたビスケット入ったよいらっしゃいませいらっしゃいませまだ来てねビスケット入ったよごめんねオムライス作って
You can salt them all together.
いらっしゃいませありがとうございましたオムライス作ってビスケット入ったよ
A kingdom for its second pan. Good lord.
ありがとうございましたビスケット入ったよまた来てねピザ入ったよお腹すいたいらっしゃいませいらっしゃいませちょっとありがとうございましたピザ入ったよいらっしゃいませまた来てねホットケーキ作ってピザ入ったよテレビに出てた偉い人だったわよホットケーキ作って
What? I still don't understand what determines that. Oh, you know what? I think the 10 at the end is just whatever that step is. So I got 10 on. Yeah, it's not a total score like I thought it was.
ありがとうございましたオムライス作ってまた来てねホットケーキ作ってピザ入ったよ
Show bad Show bed bug.
Thank you, this madness girl. We're cooking today.
いらっしゃいませ。ごめんね。ホットケーキ作って。いらっしゃいませ。また来てね。カステラ入ったよ。いらっしゃいませ。ありがとうございました。ホットケーキ作って。いらっしゃいませ。ありがとうございました。ホットケーキ作って。いらっしゃいませ。テレビに出てたよ。まだ来てね。ホットケーキ作って。まだ来てね。いらっしゃいませ。ごめんね。カステラ入ったよ。ホットケーキ作って。
Got him.
いらっしゃいませ。ごめんね。カステラ入ったよ。
Serve alcohol and pancakes.
食い逃げよ。捕まえて。いらっしゃいませ。ありがとうございました。ありがとうございました。いらっしゃいませ。
Thank God. Oh. Ooh. Yeah, martini and a stack of pancakes and a short stack. That sounds awful. Martini and a short stack for breakfast. Let's fight the robot and maybe don't lose. So more is going. Pizza out. Oh, new steak. Cool, I can start these steaks at the same time. Cut my fingers so many times on that, gross. Oh. Whew. Get those pancakes in. Omo rice. This is getting furious. Sorry, I got quiet for a second there. As usual. I think I need to flick the sticks for that. Oh, fuck off. I'm screwed. Too many tasks. They're gonna scare everybody away. Oh. Maybe I'm safe. Nope, I'm not safe. Let me cook. Yeah, I gotta flick it. I'm holding it down too long. Okay. Sprinkling, I guess? No, it's not enough.
参ったな。
ありがとうございました。オムライス食って実績入ったよ。
God damn it. Pull my Omo rights from me.
参ったな。
Not off to a great start. Critic didn't like that, I guess? I thought it was okay. I guess I broke the egg like early on, so there's no hope. I have the tendency to like forget that I have to crack the egg when I make Omo rice. What? How is that not good? How is that a 1? He's so quickly. That was much, much, much better. No, another drunk guy. Come on, man. It's like 2 in a row. And I lose the critic. I just lose. Dang. Like lost in the cooking zone. Don't like that sound. Sorry, Omo rice goes first before pancakes. Dude. No matter what I do, it always gets me at the worst possible time. Like, the drunk guy shows up right as I'm about to go off. It's so tough. Oh. Good enough. No! It's really hard to do it quickly. Ah, I just lose. I just lose. Sorry, I won't do that again. I won't do a quick reset again, but I was like, if you miss it like once, you're just done. Getting it to get over to there is like the hardest part. Like, because I have to get to the 9, and for some reason I don't know if it's like just the stick doesn't like it or what. It doesn't like being at an angle. Done. Woo! Kept that one alive. I think I got him. Oh fuck, I brought him all to that level. Ah! That was a terrible fold. Oh, well, he failed worse than I did. So it's fine. I just needed to outlast him. It's fine. More levels? Yeah. I didn't realize it was this short, but man, what a good game. It's like he's repeating something because he's a robot. I wouldn't worry about it. The cooking tasks just got like way harder. It's really part of it too, I think. They're all multi-step now, but it does a really good job of like easing you in. Oh, I'm playing against him. Finally get to fight the frog himself.
疲れた。こっちでいいのかな。ここで最後だ。
It's so hot in here. I gotta turn the heat down. Gaming, running too hot gaming. I think this looks like a castle. Like a castle? The frog's castle? He's like a wizard now? Oh, he's a king. Right. It's a good way to kick off the year is to finish this out. There's so many fancy frogs in video games. They love to make frogs fancy. Don't like the pig girl. She's mean to the lizard. Oh yeah, are we cooking like weird... Am I cooking like fantasy stuff? That would be awesome. I don't think I am, but... Oh yeah. Oh, I can make mochi. Yeah! Oh! That was funny. That's fun. Oh man, this is... I feel like this is kind of unfair that I'm the one who has to do all this. The solo mochi creation. Very funny. Not enough. Too much ketchup. Or not enough ketchup. Who knows? Oh, it looks like fried yakisoba. Yeah.
ずいな。いらっしゃいませ。まだ来てね。餃子作って。
Oh, dumplings. That's great.
普通だな。いらっしゃいませ。いらっしゃいませ。ごめんね。ありがとうございました。餃子作って。
Gotta pinch them together. These weren't the best dumplings.
参ったな。
I guess I am like, you know, the king chef. I am like the best chef in Japan, according to the opening. Let's try that again. Now that I know what to do. I think I'm not pinching the dumplings correctly either. I'm doing them at like an angle.
いらっしゃいませ。うどん入ったよ。いらっしゃいませ。餅作って。うどん入ったよ。餅作って。いらっしゃいませ。ありがとうございました。また来てね。両替両替。スパゲッティ作って。うどん入ったよ。いらっしゃいませ。スパゲッティ作って。いらっしゃいませ。また来てね。ありがとうございました。スパゲッティ作って。餃子作って。テレビに出てた偉い。いらっしゃいませ。ありがとうございました。また来てね。餃子作って。
Oh, this is so tough.
いらっしゃいませ。まだ来てね。いらっしゃいませ。餃子作って。また来てね。かき氷作って。ありがとうございました。
So many steps to that too. Snow cone? Oh, I think I got it. I just got a really lucky. I just got a lucky combo with the what's it called? The critic. Only got two. I think one, maybe two boss fights left. I'm gonna wreck this frog though. Oh, he's got little frog feet. Problem. Thought I started that. Right. It's like a complete crapshoot to do that well. Thought I had multiple dumplings. That was a really bad snow cone. Oh. Never mind, drunk guy's here. Steal an apple? What the fuck? Oh my god, another drunk guy, of course. Two drunk guys? You gotta be kidding me. I'm not even serving alcohol. Jeez. Well, that was rough. Yeah, that's the right amount of ketchup that time. I sent him two drunk guys too. But I mean, it's easy for them to land it. Cheese time. Pink box again. Throw me some of these snow cones, jeez. The one? I don't quite know what the best snow cone is, but it doesn't matter. How's it going? Oh. Yeah. Keeps doing that, sorry. We're on the last level of this. Welcome to the rat zone. Strap in for a rat finale here. I guess it's supposed to be the secret boss, but yeah, cheese to meet you too. Have a nice day. That one's for free. You don't know what he's saying. He's probably sad that I'm a master chef and he's not. But have a nice day. That's the second one. Too bad. You did pay for one at least. It's a 2 for 1. You probably would get one free. I think he's upset. Oh well. What do we got left? This is relatively short. I'm kind of sad I wasn't able to finish it for Food Week. Oh, welcome to the Big Rat Club. Too. Yeah, possums are rat friends. Crystal ball.
暗くなってきたぞ。どっちだろう。迷ってるのかな。
Yeah, rats do eat other rats, that's true. Possums eat too. There's a really, we have like a little green belt behind our house, and I've seen possums back there twice. They were so cute. We see rats occasionally too. Those are more common. Same with the raccoons. We see raccoons are pretty common, but we kind of shoo them away so they don't stick around and go through our garbage and eat everything. So they definitely will knock over our garbage cans if we feed them. See a witch? Am I gonna be making like potions? I was gonna take a break, but this is like the end. I think it's the last level. I'm in a witch's castle. Yeah, possums are nice. Possums are harmless. I wouldn't scare them away. It was just really, I so rarely get to see one. It's great to see one, like, in real life. Or even cuter, like, in real life than... Let's see. I am making potions. It's like some sort of witch's brew. Feeling witch's potatoes. Making witch's dumplings. I love they're all just dressed in like shitty ghost outfits. This rules. I haven't had to do dishes in a minute in this game, I feel like. Oh, there's a critic here for the Witch's Brews. I think they just want you to do it. This is so cool. Yeah, welcome to the real dinner. Oh no! Fucked up the critics, the witch's critic. Yeah, this is the last level, I think. Killed my rating. Come on. Ah, and they all leave. Fine. Don't screw up the critics! Oh. Alright, we're bringing it back around. Also good to see you back, Piggy Mouse. Good to say. Got distracted by my brewing potions. This game is like perfect, it really is. That was good. Cooking everything they serve, cooking every dish that appears in Kingsfield. I'm surprised no one's done that. I love the music too. should get it after I make this last thing. Yeah. It's like, oh, what? What the heck? I lost like, why can't I control? I lost like control. What the heck? I got trapped in something. Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm stuck on the potato. Ugh. I'm an idiot. I thought my controller disconnected. I'm too used to that happening from this game. Gotta add all that to the witch's cauldron. Classic stuck on potato mistake. It happens so often. Oh. I just realized that like our server or our like cashier lady is like a ghost now. Or she's like a dark spirit. Yeah, she's moving up. Bad. Okay. Whew. Hey, Goblin. Yeah, no, I think I'm working for a witch, making witches potions. Potions. Do I have to fight her now? Yeah. Oh, I have to fight her. Was it her the whole time? I'm assuming that's the twist, is that she was controlling us the whole time. She was the witch. Yeah. Whoa! That musical sting. Keep forgetting I have to close these dumplings up. Bad. You got me with the critic and the drunk guy. The worst possible combination. Yeah, that was terrible. That combo is like death. If I ever get the critic at the same time the drunk guy shows up, I just lose, I feel like. Oh, I did not want to serve those. I was trying to serve my dumplings. Oh, got him quick. Ah. Screwed that up. I'll be fine now. I can't serve him, never mind. Whew. God, this is, I'm sorry, I'm so lost in this. This boss fight is so difficult. Trying to keep up the tempura, okay. I just lose again. This clears my entire restaurant of customers. Do a big batch of dumplings here. Interesting, because sometimes you want to start everything like at the same time, or at once at a time, but sometimes you want to do them as a group. Like, I love how you have to make like conscious decisions about what's the most efficient way to do this. Ooh. Oh, there's my chance to get this critic fed. Got turned into Bill paying doing this. Oh. Just anytime it shows up, it's like instant loss. So tough. You really gotta be like on it. What? It didn't serve that? Why didn't it serve that? That was weird. Another one! I just lose! I just lose! Ugh. It's impossible. The third digit always takes forever to dial, is like the hardest part. You just have to wait for it to go all the way around. I think I need to skip a step there, but like, I think if you also don't give change out quick enough, that lowers your rating as well. dumpling. Can't serve any of them. Ugh, awful. The mystic potatoes, that's the thing that kills me every time. Whew, go, go, go. Nope. I was like trying to serve it before it jumped, disappeared, but you really gotta be on it on this gun. Better to get him out the door than lose him completely, I realize. Better to get them food than to not serve them at all. Ah, of course, he takes my fucking... It takes my fucking critic every time. Ah, I just can't rebound. It's so tough. All my completed dishes got replaced with tasks that are just driving people out. Oh. Too many people can leave here at least. Gotta let that dumplings order go, I guess. Now we're talking. Oh, we're getting close. I didn't mean to serve that. I guess it put a bunch of tasks on her board. Oh, she's screwed. Getting there. We're getting there. I'm almost got this. Yes! I'm King Chef. Maybe there's another level though. Truly the ultimate.
I did it!
Thank you for joining me for this lazy Sunday, y'all. The recap stream, of course. He's flying now. Unbeatable. Wait, is there another one? Is there another fight?
さてとおばちゃんもこう見えて忙しいんだからいつまでもあんたと
This is just later in. This is the last level, yeah. It was I've taught you everything I can. Or well, I'm assuming. Yeah, the last level is just a witch's cauldron.
じゃあおばちゃんはパートの時間だから失礼するわねバイなら
Sayonara. What an amazing game. This game is great.
一体何だったんだあのおばちゃんは。
I wonder if that's like his mom or something.
何の
I
ため
doubt
に
it.
この国へ来たんだろう。おばちゃんに遊ばれただけ。もういいや。帰ろう。
It's grandma? Okay. That makes more sense. Off to the beach. I think I need to take a screenshot of this. Is there a screenshot button? Oh, there is. Take screenshot. Guess I'm getting called back. It'd be wild if there's like a new game plus. So Robin just woke up. Hi, Robin. Beautiful. We're all dead? We're all dead. I guess we're dead, everybody. What a soundtrack. Wait, let's let me turn this up here. That's too loud. I don't know what that ending was.
I know your name.
Whoa.
I saw your face.
I gotta like, I'm gonna Shazam this. Shazamming it through the earphones. I don't think it's gonna find it. There's ghosts. Look. What is this? Is this like ghost photography? What is this? What is this implication? Did they must have all died of the meteor. They're all ghosts now. Oh my god. Is that what this implication is? Like the spirit photography stuff? Really curious what the plot to this game is now. I don't know. I was just trying to figure that out. It's like spirit photos. That is so funny. What happened? You want out? Want attention? Yeah, in a sec. I just want to listen to this whole song. I love it. Plus, you never know. There might be a secret at the end, but I doubt it. Wait, what? Oh, Kingdom 9. What a good game. Well, folks, that is Ori no Ryouri. Please play this game. It is fucking excellent. You do not need to know English to finish it, as you just figured out. It's 3 6s when she combines 3 orders. That's so funny. That must be her curse that she puts on you to make you lose, because the way I was losing. I wasn't paying attention. There's too much going on, but yeah. That was Ori no Ryouri, folks. I'm really glad I revisited this, and I'm glad I just beat it, because it was really short. Fantastic cooking game. Play Cook Serve Delicious if you want to play this, or just play this, you know? Play this. But I think we're calling it. I think that's the end of the stream. Been 3.5 hours, been perfect. I need to go I'm gonna need to put my finger in Robin's ear. And then I need to go grocery shopping and maybe eat some lunch, so. All this food made me very hungry. So, we're gonna go end it. We'll end it. Oh, look at that. Did you see me slide over there? Look how beautiful that was. See that? That was gorgeous. Anyway, I am done for now. I will be back, I'm thinking Tuesday. I'd like to stream some more. Honestly, I keep trying to do... I don't know if there's any interest in me streaming, like, randomly in the middle of the night. Because I've thought about it. I thought about doing, like, a stream at, like, just randomly at, like, 10 or 11 or something. Yeah, I'm gonna eat before I go shopping. I got some leftover Indian food in there I need to eat. So I'm gonna go eat that. And then probably go grocery shopping. I'm really tempted because the grocery place is right next to a big burrito place, but I'm gonna be good. I got so much Indian food I need to eat, so. But thank you everybody for coming out. Thanks to Shindigs again for the talking sprite, or the talking line sprite. When you come, next time you see me, it'll probably be different. It'll probably be something completely different. I just gotta figure out what I want it to look like, but I want to do my own. So let's find someone to jump on over to real quick, but it's so hot in my room. I'm very excited to get out into the fresh air. Oh, Cup is playing. We're gonna go rate Cup. Go see Cup as a cat. So rarely stream when they stream. But otherwise, have a great week. I'll see y'all again soon. I'm still like, you know, hammering stuff out, but I'm having fun sitting in front of my computer. Take care.